Hi, Finny Mays here for First Reflections, the fast and easy way to see my reactions to the Owl House, that gay witchcraft show everyone loves. Order now while I'm still relevant. So hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to First Reflections. We are now on episode 2 of season 2 of the Owl House, the only other episode that managed to get leaked because, this one and Separate Tides were showed at a kind of like showcase thing and other people saw it. I wasn't there, but they leaked it online for all the people to see. I have avoided all possible spoilers. I am going into this almost completely fresh. I only know a couple of little tidbits about the episode, and by far, this is the most hyped up of the 2 episodes, and there are a couple reasons why that is. First and most importantly, we have the fact that Lumity is going to Resumity, which means that the fandom's favorite ship is finally going to get some more attention, and based on a couple of clips from some canon trailers that I saw before this aired, it seemed like Luce was blushing along with Amity, so I guess there's going to be a little more mutual stuff going on here, because if you watch season 1, it was pretty much all Amity. It was completely one-sided. Luce didn't even know what was going on, so it seems like there's going to be a little more back and forth here. It seems like they're both kind of showing emotions for each other. I'm not sure where that's going to lead. I'm pretty sure they're not going to confess in this episode because there's already so much plot going on, but we're going to have to see what happens. It will be cute to see, though. I really want to see what that's going to lead to. And number 2, we are officially going to get introduced to Amity's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Blight, aka a gigantic blight on the entire character cast. Nobody likes these guys. Every fan of the Owl House pretty much hates these guys, and for very good reason. Even though we've never seen them face to face, we've pretty much only seen them as shadowy silhouettes on the wall. We've never seen their faces before. They are extremely infamous. Everything that they have done to Amity, how they've ruined her life, is extremely evident all throughout the series, as early as episode 3, basically. We see how paranoid Amity gets when she is no longer top student, and we know why she gets that paranoid, because her parents have put a huge academic strain on her back, basically. That they expect her to be like tip-top, perfect. They expect her to uphold the Blight name, so obviously she's going to get really scared when she's not top student. We've seen the fact that her social life is also a wreck. The parents basically pick the witches that she can be friends with. She can't even pick her own friends, and if she is friends with someone who's weak, like Willow used to be, they immediately say, nope, you're not friends with her, you gotta be friends with these people. They control her academic life, they control her social life, every single aspect of her life is completely controlled by them, like a freaking puppet on a string, and everybody has been waiting for the moment where she finally stands up to her parents and say, no, I am not doing this anymore, you are not the boss of me, I'm in control of my destiny, not you. And I don't know if that's going to happen in this episode because this is the first time we're getting introduced to them. I feel like we need to know the parents a little bit better before she finally stands up to them. But either way, whatever happens in this episode, it'll be really interesting to see how the parents operate and how they tick and exactly how they got Amity into the situation in the first place. We know they're going to be terrible people, but hopefully they can at least be interesting characters, which I'm looking forward to. But either way, let's get to the description. I have it right here. Escaping Expulsion. When Amity's parents get Luce, Willow, and Gus expelled from Hexside, Luce strikes a dangerous deal with them to get back into school. So if you've been paying attention to the trailers just like I have, you'll notice that there are a lot of clips that point to a company called Blight Industries, which is obviously the company that Amity's parents owns. And I'm guessing they're kind of like the Tony Starks of this universe because they seem to specialize in creating weaponized technology, and they have a lot of investors that invest in their company and all that kind of stuff. And they seem to combine Abomination and Oracle technology because the 2 inventions that we do see in the trailer is this Abomination in golden battle armor with what looks like an Oracle orb in the middle of his chest, so I'm guessing that he's kind of going to be like a home security system or something like that, or some kind of combat drone or something. And we also see what looks like a green flamethrower powered by Abomination technology, so yeah, it seems like they combine Oracle and Abomination stuff together in order to make these really powerful weapons and sell them to investors and whatnot. I'm guessing that they got some kind of pardon from the king or something, because I don't think Belos would be down for this. I mean, he's the whole thing who says that covens should never mix. You can only pick one coven. So I'm guessing they talked to Belos about this whole thing where they said, hey, do you mind if we sell these weapons to different people? Do you mind if we combine these 2 things? Can we get a contract with you and we can sell these things? I'm guessing he's okay with it, or maybe he doesn't know about it. Who knows? But either way, I'm guessing that the dangerous deal that Luce is going to strike with them is going to have something to do with their company. We see her running from the Abomination in golden armor, so maybe she's gonna be like a test dummy, maybe she's gonna test the technology and all that kind of stuff, and maybe that's gonna be the deal where it's hey, if you fight this thing with all your might and show off its capabilities, then we'll let you back into school. But maybe there's gonna be villainous circumstances where it's we're actually trying to destroy them. There was no deal. We just wanted to get you here so our abominations could destroy you and kill you or whatever. But I don't know if they would go as far as killing Luce, but we'll have to see what happens. Maybe they are that dark, who knows? I mean, they're willing willing to control Amity's life, every single aspect, like some kind of puppet master. So who knows? Maybe they're not above killing Luce. We'll have to see. But either way, I'm super excited to see what's going to be in this episode. I'm hoping for some mutual Lumity attraction. I'm hoping to learn more about Amity's parents. I'm also kind of hoping that maybe there'll be like some cheesy infomercial jokes, because here's the thing. The way it's set up, it kind of feels like it's going to be an infomercial, and anybody who loves infomercials like I do know that they're extremely cheesy. They're like extremely corny. You know, the stuff that they show in the trailers is almost never how the product actually works. If you actually buy an as seen on TV product, it rarely ever works. So I'm kind of hoping maybe we'll get some humor with kind of like cheesy infomercial aspects, kind of like how Separate Tides played on the Pirates aspect. I don't expect it to be the whole episode, but maybe they'll squeeze some jokes out of that. That would be pretty funny. So yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into the episode, and let's get started right now in 3, 2, 1, go! Well, that's what you get when you have your bratty kids as your bouncers. Not so good on the dramatic reveal, are you, Mr. Blight? And I predict I'm gonna hate you even more by the end of the episode. I am already getting that vibe. Oh, she talks to Amity through an oracle. Oh, okay, that's how she tells her what to do all the time. Order now while I still give a rat's tail. And we'll throw in the front half of the rat absolutely free. Oh, the ground picture! Yay! Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, nobody's gonna want to buy that now. Distracted. Wait, it took you that long to realize that she has those friends? Wow. Either Amity's really good at hiding stuff, or you are as slow as snail mail, lady.
Luce's magic boot camp.
Yeah! Wow, Luce's showmanship has improved exponentially since last time. Good job, girl. All aboard the Hootie Express!
Power came with responsibility.
Except for Uncle Ben, but Spider-Man doesn't exist in this universe, so I'll give you a pass. Buddies reuniting! Wait, are those fairies still alive? Man, we're getting into amphibia territory here. At least kill the things before you put them in your food. Mr. Fly's just playing with Bump's hat. I love it.
Right now, what are you thinking?
I mean, what is she thinking? You called her here. Don't freaking put this on her.
Was it? Please, this is personal.
He's just going off screen to play with a butterfly. Mr. Blight's actually kind of cute. I don't know if that was the intent, but he is kind of cute. Hey, let him play with the butterfly. Don't be a jerk. Actually, with all those glyphs, I expected it to cause a bigger explosion than that. Yay, more Eda and Lilith being friends. It tastes like ice. Couldn't you have at least put some flavor in there? Oh, is she gonna make her own glyph? Oh, I hope Eda makes her own glyph. I want to see more glyphs. Oh, he's crying. Oh. I already love this just because of how much Bump misses them. It's adorable. Oh!
Will you help me, please?
Will you marry me? Help me, please? Can you help me with my friends? Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Oh boy. Oh! Get out before it freezes the whole house. Hello, I am the Abomination. How are you today? Man, you've even got an abomination. Is everything in your house abomination themed? I think that get kind of creepy after a while. Oh boy, here we go. I'm telling you, they kind of have a plan to kill Luce, right? They're not just gonna want to test stuff. Hey, it's Willow's dad. Hey guys.
See you at First Light for a test on
Home Teeth Home. What, are they dentists or something?
Don't tell Mom.
Aw, good. Okay, Ed and Em are being good siblings. Good for them. I like that. Well, kinda.
The Abomaton 2.0.
AKA Muck in Thanos battle armor. Wait, it won't rest until its enemies say, yep, they are gonna kill her. I knew it. Oh, wow. Oh, her fireball glyph was good enough to match that cannon. That's pretty powerful. Oh, Amity? Amity? It's Amity, isn't it?
Stay away from my Luce.
My Luce! Awesome!
Fine. Lilith, emergency!
King is gonna die in an icy tomb of death. I need your help now. Come on.
So much
Luce,
Yes!
okay?
Amity's not here at the moment. Please leave a message after the screw you, Mom. Whoa. Gravity Crush! Ah, there's the blush cute. I'm gonna invest in the construction coven. This is a ripoff. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Lilith helps
So you're
organize
commanding the elements with the glyphs. Okay, that makes sense.
You can combine. That's great news.
Oh, so Bellows didn't know about this. Okay, but now he's gonna fund them. Okay, I guess he's okay with them making this stuff. Okay, so that was Escaping Expulsion. Can I place my order for $19.99 right now, please? Because that was awesome. That was awesome. So we pretty much got exactly what we bargained for here. We got to see Amity's parents for the first time, and we got to see what Amity interacting with them firsthand was like. And we see they're even more controlling than I originally thought they were, because we see Amity's mom has this oracle around her neck, one that Amity also wears, and she's basically like barking orders in her ear, where it's like, if you do this, then we will forgive this other misdemeanor. You better do this, you better behave, stand up straight, eat your vegetables and stuff like that, you know, or pull the Blight name, and all that kind of stuff. It's so like deliciously evil. It's almost like if Lady Tremaine like could be the voice in your head. That's basically what it reminded me of. And while I'm not gonna say that the dad is a good guy, I think his name was Alador. While he's not necessarily a good guy, it seemed like he was the more fair of the two parents, because while Amity's mom was straight up trying to kill Luce and company, he was a lot more fair. It's like, you know what? He tested your equipment, you know, everyone's buying, we're getting our money, and now it's time to let them go. A Blight always holds up their end of the deal. He basically took what she said earlier in the episode and basically threw it right back in her face. So it's obvious that he cares more about his daughter than the mom does, and like cares more about her friends and all that kind of stuff. I'm not saying he's gonna be a straight up good guy, but I would like to see more of him, because it seems like he's a little more fair than the mother is. And I love the running joke where he gets distracted by like tiny little things, almost like a cat does. It's like, oh, here's a butterfly, I'm gonna go follow it. Oh, here's a little dangly tail on the end of Bump's cap, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna play with that for a little bit. It's kind of adorable. It's like he's easily distracted. I don't know if I should like him. He does seem really adorable, but either way, it seems like he's the better of the two parents. So maybe we'll get to see him kind of maybe turn a new leaf and maybe help Amity in some way and kind of go against the mother if she gets too extreme. There wasn't a ton of Lumity stuff in this episode. It was mostly just equated to one blush and that one really awesome line, "Let go of my Luce," which was just awesome. That's such a great line, and it really does show how much she's really grown to care for Luce. So not too much Lumity in this episode like a lot of people were expecting, but the few moments that we do get were really nice. It was nice to see the two of them kind of interacting and having conversations. Luce was willing once again to go against the grain in order to protect her friends and all that kind of stuff. Amity was telling her no, but she was like, nope, I gotta do this. It's the right thing to do. I can't let my friends go through this kind of stuff. So it's great to see Luce being like the courageous hero again, and like a proper hero. She's not following like her fantasy or anything like that. She's not trying to be like, oh, good witch Lazura or whatever. No, she's just doing it because her friends are in trouble, and she just wants to be a good person and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's totally awesome. We got a little bit of like infomercial cheese. Like I was noticing, oh, there's the music in the background, and you know, and all the little like kind of jokes to kind of get all the people there, and like the laughing and everything. It felt like a genuine infomercial. It's like, how many times has this happened to you? Has your house ever gotten broken into? Well, here's a gigantic blob of slime that can defend your house for you. You know, it had that kind of like infomercial cheese, and I really like when they do kind of stuff like that. It was really funny. We get to see that Gus basically hit puberty. He's as tall as Willow now, and he's also got a lot deeper voice, so it's kind of cool to see like things changing in between seasons like that. That's pretty cool. We got to see Willow's dads, which was adorable. We finally get to see them actually in the flesh talking to Willow. We got kind of pictures of them and understanding Willow, but now we actually get to see them in the flesh, which is super cool. And I swear that one of the books on that stack that they gave to Willow had a picture of Hop Hop on it. Like, I think it said like a guide to amphibians or something, and it had like a little Hop Hop face on it. I love when the Disney shows kind of do that. Like, you know, oh, here's a reference to Gravity Falls. Here's a reference to, you know, Owl House. Here's a reference to Amphibia. I like it when the creators kind of stay in contact and have little references like that. It's fun little Easter eggs. I really, absolutely love how Bump had to keep turning them away on the parents' orders, but he was so upset. He was crying when they were freaking trying to get back and he had to turn them away. He really does care about the students. Not only because they kind of turned his mind around and, like, you know, kind of opened him up to a new way of thinking, but also just because they're nice kids and, you know, they've done so much for the school. That was adorable. Bump is like one of the best principal characters in a cartoon that I've seen in a long time, and every time he gets little moments like that, it's just so nice to see. So adorable. We get to see Lilith and Hootie being buddies again, which is really cool. They were doing their little ice sculpture thing. We get a description for exactly how the glyphs work. So those are the only 4 glyphs, I guess. We only got ice, plant, fire, and light. And apparently you can kind of combine those to make new kinds of spells. So I'm really interested to see what kind of experimentation's going on. It's kind of like the 4 elements, you know, like water, fire, earth, and air, except it's a little bit different. It's got like, you know, light and plant and all that kind of stuff. So I guess it's kind of like a 4 elements kind of thing where you can kind of combine them together to make different things, which should be interesting. I want to see them experiment. I want to see them make more stuff. And finally, we got the Golden Guard intruding in on their little weapons demonstration once it was all over, and basically saying that, you know, the king found out that you're basically making all these private weapons and all that kind of stuff. He said they're making a private army. They weren't really making a private army. They were just kind of doing a security system, and they said things for home security. So were they making a private army, or was that just an assumption? But either way, he's going to commission them to kind of build those abominations for his own army, you know, combining those kinds of things. At first, I thought Belos wasn't going to be cool with that because he doesn't like it when covens mix, but I guess if it's for his benefit and working towards his plan, he's fine with it. But either way, it's nice that we got a little Golden Guard cameo at the end. I hope we see more of him because, again, I really like the Golden Guard, but we'll have to see. So yeah, great episode, great emotion, great comedy. We got a little bit of world building in there. We got a little bit of everything. There's like a nice little hodgepodge of everything that I really like to see in the Owl House. I'm kind of losing my voice right now, so I should probably quit while I'm ahead, but this was a fantastic episode. I really like this, and as always, let me know in the comments if you guys want to see more of this. My first video didn't do super well, you know, my first reaction to the Owl House Season 2, so let me know for sure if you guys really want to see more of these. I'll gladly do more of these. It's a lot of fun, but yeah, either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I certainly enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll see you next week, and we'll do Echoes of the Past, which is going to be a King episode, which is another character that I really want to see fleshed out more. So thanks for joining me. I hope you had a great time, and I'll see you next week. Bye.